If you can just make a quick comment or click the wave icon on the bottom right hand of the screen to show you can hear and see us all okay, that would be great. Maybe let us know where you're at, either in geographic location or if you're competing in the Visit Utah Walker Tracker Challenge, where you're at along the Walker Tracker route. So we've got Melbourne, Auckland, Sydney. Awesome. Looks like everyone can hear us all right. So let's get started. We know obviously it's an extremely challenging time for the industry and are grateful for your time today. I am joined today by our first Talk It Tuesday host, Jeanette Petros from the Kane County Office of Tourism in the heart of Kanab. And Jeanette's on the screen with me and will be taking us through the majority of our training today. So welcome, Jeanette.
Thank you.
I did want to give a couple of shout outs. I did see that, and I'm sorry if I get the pronunciation of your name wrong, but Chinoa Everett is with us. And would you believe, guys, she's second on the Walker Tracker leaderboard. She's done over 1.2 million steps so far. So I just wanted to shout that out because we do have a leader joining us, and I'm sure there's some others that are, hot on the heels, but very cool. And she's well and truly past Kanab. Kanab is one of the last stops in Walker Tracker, and a great way to finish your trip through Utah, as Jeanette's going to tell you about. In case I haven't met you before, I'm Corey, the account director for Australia, New Zealand, for the Australian market. And I've personally been working with Utah for over 7 years and been to Kanab on many occasions. It has been my base camp for adventure, and I've hiked the wave, abseiled the Huntress, sandboarded coral pink sand dunes, and have had one of my all-time favorite Utah meals at Sago. So she's going to probably talk a little bit more about all these things, but I just wanted to say that I personally have the experience as well. And of course, Jeanette and I are available after the webinar for any itinerary requirements you have or questions that may come up. If you have any questions along the way, please go ahead and type them into our Visit Utah message box on the right-hand side, and we'll get Jeanette to answer those either as we go along or at the end. As a reminder, for those of you that are participating in our Visit Utah Walker Tracker program, your attendance today gets you one additional ballot into our grand prize draw for a trip to Utah sometime in 2021 when it's safe to do so, courtesy, of course, Delta Airlines and ourselves. So you'll get an additional ballot to that one where you complete the challenge as well. So before I turn it over to Jeanette today, I just wanted to get a couple of questions on the screen as we normally do. And we just want to get a feel for, have you been to Utah? Have you been to Kanab? And have you sold Kanab to your clients? So if you can go ahead and answer those right on the screen for me, and then hit submit. At the bottom, you'll just have to scroll your scroll your mouse, and we will then get the answers. Yep, no, don't answer them in the message box. Actually click on the screen with your mouse and then hit submit at the bottom, and we'll pick up those answers from you. In addition to the ballot and the draw, Kanab and Kane County are giving away some great spot prizes today. So you have to answer these questions at the beginning, and there'll be a few questions at the end of the webinar as well to be entered into those giveaways. All right, I think we have the majority of you submitted. I'm going to now turn it over to Jeanette from Kanab and the Kane County Office of Tourism. Take us away, Jeanette.
All right, thank you, Corey. I am so excited to be here today. I could only wish I was there. It would make things so much better. I got to come to Australia a year ago, and it was such a great experience. And I really loved getting to know all the people over there. You guys are really an awesome place, and I wish I was back. But in the meantime, I'm happy to share with you what we have over here in Kanab. Should we go ahead and start that video, and then I'll go from there?
Yeah, it's a one more call, it's a one more what you doing right now. It's a one more trip to my side down and walk right in. It's one more, here we go again. Tell myself I'm not enough. One more time is not enough. One more last kiss and then we're gone. And I will, you can stay a little longer. Stay a little longer. You could stay a little longer.
All righty, thanks, Laura. Okay, now do I have my slides? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I just want to share a little bit about Kanab with all of you, and I hope that I can cover all the questions you may have. I'll just go forward and then we'll see what we've got. Okay, to start off with, in case you don't know where Kanab is, we are located 3 miles from the Arizona border, and it takes about 3 hours from the Las Vegas airport. That is our closest international or major airport, is the Las Vegas airport. And we're also can be reached by flying into Salt Lake City, and that's only an hour more than flying into Las Vegas. So we're pretty accessible either way you're coming. A feature that we have is that we are in the heart of three of the national parks. We have Bryce Canyon, which is an hour away. We have Zion National Park, which is about 45 minutes away. And then in this picture, you can see this is the north rim of the Grand Canyon, and that is about 80 miles away. And so it's really nice if you can get your way to Kanab, you can stay in Kanab and then not have to unpack every day, and you can go to the different parks, so do day trips out to each one of the different areas. The north rim of the Grand Canyon, just to mention, only gets 10% of the visitors that the Grand Canyon gets because it is up here on the north side, but it is gorgeous. It's got a lodge, it's got all the amenities that you would need. It's just a less visited side of the Grand Canyon because it's not as close to Las Vegas. Okay, here we go. All right, and I don't know if any of you have heard of the Wave. I know Corey mentioned it, and Corey's been able to go, and I've been able to go. And the Wave is very unique to Utah. It is the only lottery that's allowed in Utah. And what I mean by that is to go to the Wave, you have to win the lottery, literally. So every day they only allow 20 passes to go to the Wave lottery. And 10 of those are online, and 10 of those are given away right here in Kanab. So every morning at 8:30, we have a huge group of people that come and enter to go to the Wave lottery. And then at 9 a.m., the 10 names are drawn for that day or for the next day. So it's an amazing thing. The Wave it's been here obviously, and I'm from Kanab, and as a kid I didn't even know about the Wave. It was like a place that ranchers, ran cattle on or whatever. And then in 2009, Microsoft Windows got a hold of some pictures and they made it as one of their backgrounds. And since then, the Wave has just blown up, and that's when our Bureau of Land Management decided to make it a lotteried place to visit because of those. I don't know if you can see in the picture there the very delicate sandstone, and if they feel like if too many people walk on it, or it could get damaged, and it wouldn't be the same. And so it is amazing. It's one of the coolest places I've ever been. And I'm really grateful I had the chance to go. And if you can get out here, or you can get your folks to come out, they should always definitely try to win a lottery ticket to the Wave. Now, if they don't win a lottery ticket to the Wave, we have plenty of other places to go. This picture here is called White Pocket. This was the first place I went before I ever went to the Wave, and it is amazing. It's like if you could imagine getting like caramel and marshmallow and mashing it all up and swirling it around. That's what this is. And it's a big place. I went out there and spent 4 hours just wandering around, and I'm sure I could have spent more. It's a huge area that you drive to, you get out, and there's so much to see. It's really an amazing option if you are here in Kanab. And we have lots of these places that are like, we call them our hidden gems, because they're just places that people don't know about. And unless you come here, and you might not hear about them. And like when you talk to the locals, they'll tell you White Pocket is definitely one of our favorites. All right, now this is a slot canyon, and I don't know if you've been to a slot canyon, but this is something, if you come to Utah, you have got to go to a slot canyon. This one is called Buckskin Gulch. This is about 40 minutes outside of Kanab. You can drive right to it, and then you hike about, let's see, 1 mile, I believe, and you're in the slot canyon. And this slot canyon goes 23 miles long. So you can get inside of it and you can go as long as you want, or you can turn around and make it a short couple hour trip, whatever works for you and your family or who you're traveling with. But Buckskin Gulch is an amazing option of something, that a hidden gem that we have here in Kanab that not very many people are aware about. Another thing, when you come to Kanab, we have plenty of tour guides and tour operators that can take you out, whether you want to go on a Hummer tour, whether you want to go on a slingshot and drive through Zion National Park, whether you want to go through the air and see Kanab and the surrounding areas and the national parks from above in an airplane, or also the four-wheelers out on the sand and get a real hands-on experience. Those are really great. This picture is an aerial view. This is of Zion National Park, and this is really amazing that you can go fly over the parks and then you can take the time and go in and explore them. And again, we have horseback riding, we have the Jeep tours, you can rent the off-road vehicles, or you can have a guide take you. There's so many options. And then there on the right is abseiling, and that is something I had never done until about a year ago, and it is such an amazing experience. That would definitely be a favorite that I could recommend if you do have the opportunity to come to Kanab. All right, and another thing that we have very unique to Kanab is Best Friends Animal Society, and this is the largest no-kill animal sanctuary in the United States. And we are so lucky to have them here, and they do daily tours. You can go on a tour, you can volunteer. They even have an option where you can foster a dog or a cat and take it back to your hotel and keep it for the night. And the one thing that's really nice about this is that sometimes when we're on vacation, we're doing all these things and doing doing things that we like to see, and this gives you and your folks you're traveling with a chance to give back. You get to see all these animals. I know at one time there was 1,700 dogs and about 1,500 cats, and I don't know what the count is now, but they really run a great establishment up there, and it's a really unique, awesome opportunity for people if you want to be on vacation and have an opportunity to give back, or just even go check it out. And it's a really kind of a different, unique thing to do on your vacation. When you come to Kanab, we do have all different types of properties that you can stay at, and most of those are with receptives. We have boutique properties, we have the chain properties, and the one up there on the right, the top left, excuse me, is the Best Friends Animal Society owned hotel that is strictly that can accommodate your pets. And that's where a really nice option to stay if you decided to foster pets. They have places in the rooms where you can pull out a doggy bed, and they have doggy daycare when you're gone if you want to go out for the day or whatever. It is a really nice option. Another one of my favorites is East Zion. And so Kanab and Kane County is also home to the east entrance of Zion, which is another really nice way to go get into the national park without having all the crowds. This place is called Zion Mountain Ranch Resort, and they have these cabins that you can stay in. It's amazing. And then there's a big herd of buffalo that come by out on these big fields. It's very unique. And then you are just like 20 minutes from the park too, so you can go and do that too. Another thing unique to Kane County is we're home to one of the Amangiri luxury resorts. And these are very unique. There's several of them in Singapore. I believe in the United States, there's the one here, there's one in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and I believe they're getting one in New York coming soon. And this is for the elite, the highest, if you've got guests that are willing to pay up to $4,000 a night, this is the place for them. And so you can have these people come and check this out. This is a really unique opportunity that we are very happy to be able to offer. Another thing about Kanab, as Corey mentioned, is our food. And that's Chef Sean up there with Sago Restaurant. We have a lot of farm-to-table restaurants, and we have a lot of chefs that are here that have come to Kanab and loved it, and so they've decided to stay. And we're extremely lucky to have Chef Sean here, setting the precedence for many of our other restaurants. And once you eat there, it is a very awesome experience, and I would definitely recommend if you come here, be sure, and you wouldn't want to miss having a chance to eat at Sago and many of our other restaurants. All right, and now I just have to share, this is an older picture of Kanab. This is probably from the maybe 1950s. Kanab also, this is not very known, is known as Little Hollywood. And back in the day, in the 40s and 50s, Kanab with its small town feel and our, I don't know what you call just the surrounding, it was perfect location for a lot of the early Westerns. And over 250 Western films were filmed in the Kanab area between 1930 and 1970, and still going now. We have them periodically come to town still, but it was a really exciting time for Kanab, and it's a really awesome thing for people to be able to come visit, and you can stay in that hotel right there is the Perry Lodge, and they have the names over the doors of the actors and actresses who stayed there, and that's a really unique, fun thing for people to get to do. So this is Kanab, this is my hometown, and I'm so excited to share it with you. And the thing I really love is sometimes being on vacation, it gets so busy, and if you can come to Kanab, you can make a perfect base camp and stay here and make your day trips daily out, but then come home at night and feel like you're at home. You can feel like you're just in a small town, that you really get to feel how the people are here and feel what the authenticity, I think, is what we love the most about Kanab. And that's everything. So I'd like to, if there's any questions, love to answer anything. Or Corey, did you have?
Yeah, I think I can't wait to get back, obviously, Jeanette. And one thing that I know that is always a unique tip for the Wave Lottery is I think there's a certain day of the week that you kind of have higher chances, or even. Definitely. And do you want to maybe just tell everyone what day that might be and how that might work?
Yes, and this just happened. So in the winter, on Fridays, the Wave Lottery is not open on Saturday and Sunday. So if you can come on a Friday, you have a chance to win for Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. And so then that would be 10 each day. 10 people will win each of those days. So on a Friday, they're giving out 30 tickets to the lottery. So definitely come on a Friday, or even a holiday, just barely over Thanksgiving. What was our Thanksgiving holiday? Thanksgiving holiday took place on a Thursday. So you could come on Wednesday and have the chance to win either Thursday or Friday's lottery. So.
Yeah, super cool. And it's actually the time of year that obviously a lot of Aussies will come to Kanab, because many might be skiing in northern Utah and then come south and head out of Vegas. So guys, remember that Fridays are good days. And I've actually personally been there in hotels and been at the lottery where people are staying for multiple days and trying their chances until they get that permit. And so that's not unheard of either, because again, there's so much to explore just outside of Kanab when you don't get the permit. So there's lots to see and do while you wait your turn. And so I will include those details and a lot of other details about what Jeanette's talking about in our follow-up EDM tomorrow. And we've thrown a few links in the message box as well. If anyone else has any questions, please go ahead and type them into the box. And otherwise, we'll get into our questions for you in just a second. Doesn't look like anything else is coming up. So you've answered all the tough stuff, Jeanette.
Okay.
All right. So here's our questions for you guys. Again, you have to enter these to be into the spot prize draws for Jeanette's Kanab prize packages. So question number 1, and again, just answer these right on the screen. What Southern Utah location requires winning a lottery to gain access? Well, that one should be easy for everyone. Question number 2, which national park is not located near Kanab, Utah? Is it Bryce Canyon, Glacier National Park, Grand Canyon, or Zion? And question number 3, what is the closest major airport to Kanab? Is it Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, or Denver? We'll ensure that we include both our details and Jeanette's details tomorrow. If you do have any specific questions as you build your Southern Utah itineraries, including Kanab. Obviously, with the Rocky Mountaineers announcement the last couple of weeks that they're going to have the new Denver to Moab train, Kanab's a great connecting point from Moab as you head through to Las Vegas as well with your planning of those post-Rocky Mountaineer itineraries too. So all kinds of exciting ways that you can package up the destination. As one final reminder, by attending today, you're also going to get one additional ballot in our grand prize Walker Tracker draw for the possibility of winning your way to the Utah, courtesy of Delta Airlines next year. And I do want to give out a shout out to our team competitors as well with Walker Tracker, because I know some are on the call today. And we have Hoot Holidays, House of Travel Barrington, Menace Travel Studio, and Hello World Forest Hill are our top 4 in the team competition for Walker Trackers. So shout out to you guys, as well as so many others from Viva Holidays, Adventure Destinations, Adventure World that I know are here as well. So we really appreciate your support of Utah and of Kanab. Thank you, Jeanette, for all your time today.
Thank you guys. So glad. Yeah.
And we'll leave you guys with one final video just to inspire you a little bit more.
Thank you.
Get up, get